But you know, 2 months ago, and Sharon mentioned this, the Annenberg study came out, and it showed that even though Latinos are 18% of the population of this nation, we are only 4% represented in film. And I don't know why it's like this. I don't know why it persists. I don't know. It's just weird to me that there's only a handful of Latinas in this room. I remember when they asked me to speak, they were like, "You're special. You're one of the only Latinas we've asked to speak." And I'm like, "That's horrible. You're more." And for some reason, Latinas are the last to find their voices amplified in this industry. And what the study said and showed was that we are being erased, because this goes beyond underrepresentation. When you are not on screen in the media, you are being erased. You do not exist. And the stories from Hollywood do not come close to reflecting the complexity of who we are as a community. And this is a problem. It's a big problem, because the demographics of America is changing, and it's changing in a very Latin way. And this cultural shift is freaking people out, right? Have you seen Fox News?
No.
I know, exactly. Yeah. And I have to say, you know, this is an industry summit. I know some of you aren't from this industry, but we in this room have contributed immensely to these negative portrayals and images that we see in the media. We here in Hollywood are largely responsible for much of the unconscious bias that is against people of color. Because people of color are usually depicted in very narrow ways on screen. And unconscious bias comes from those repeated images that are deemed as a threat. So when you see young black men in movies who are deemed dangerous, or you see young Latino men in movies and TV who are deemed sketchy, you begin to form an opinion, especially if you don't have interaction with these communities. You begin to form an idea about who these people are, who my people are. And it's exactly those repeated images that normalize the words criminal, illegal, dangerous, which in turn end up synonymous with the broader term of Latino. So Hollywood, you know, this is my favorite part, is Hollywood always has a tendency to pat itself on the back. Every time they have the smallest gain of diversity, they're like, "We had 2 women direct a movie." Yeah. It's not great.